Hello, this is teamfairness.com. My name is Stephen Childs. Check out that website, teamfairness.com. So I'm going to be talking about this is nothing to think about. So everything that happens, it's something to not think about. So I guess it applies to what I'm saying here. So this is something to not think about. Say there's some problem or someone makes a claim. That's something to not think about. Not thinking is all-powerful. You stay out of the drama. That's the idea. So Master Eckhart said, silence is God. God's the all-powerful. Therefore, not thinking is all-powerful. There are 1,000 invitations to become interested in some drama every day. Something to be interested in, something that you need to be concerned about, something that you want, something that you need. All that is something to not think about. So we just strive to have a silent mind more and more. We have this problem of thinking too much. We're thinking all the time instead of not thinking all the time. So it's kind of like you don't really have to think about this, what I'm saying. When I finish saying it, you could think about it, but you could choose to not think about it. Also, you could try it both ways. You could try things that happen in your day, think about them all you want, or become interested or concerned or believe that you're in trouble. They're telling you you're in trouble. You can believe that and try to do something about it. Or you can not think about it. Just don't think it. Don't think anything. So then, you have victory over your own mind. We are our own worst enemy because we buy into this stuff, into the drama, and we hurt ourselves. We don't need to. We can stop hurting ourselves. When we start thinking and worrying about stuff, we're harming ourselves. We don't need to. We can stop thinking. This is why we learn how to meditate. So we practice all this time meditating and not thinking. And then, like Thich Nhat Hanh taught mindfulness, just stay aware that you're washing the dishes and don't think of anything else. That's why. Don't think. Just wash the dish. And then get another one and wash that one. And don't think. You catch yourself thinking, stop. Stop thinking. It's a meditation. So your daily life is this meditation of not thinking about what's going on. It sounds crazy, but I mean, you can think real quick what you need to do and then stop. You don't have to go on and on thinking about it. Thinking about all these different variations of what might have happened if I'd have done this, if I'd have done that. There's no need of that. If you just give the problem to the all-powerful, help me with this problem. I don't know what to do. I'm going to stop thinking about it. Thank you. I love you. Thanks for helping me. So we love the all-powerful and it loves us back. You can get really angry about stuff that's going on. I know because I have in the past, and I'm working diligently to practice a way of not thinking and a way of thinking in a way, analyzing it, realizing what's really going on, and you get better at it by not thinking. It frees you so that you can think correctly. And so it's miraculous when the correct thought appears, as if out of nowhere. Say you're trying to stop people from doing you wrong, and so you tell them don't do me wrong. And so they say, you're causing a conflict. Because they're blaming the victim. They're victimizing you by doing you wrong in some way. And then they blame you for trying to protect yourself. So we don't know how. We don't know how to protect ourselves. Well, that's what I'm explaining. You get help from the all-powerful. You don't have to. I was like using this violent thoughts process. And see, I'm a work in progress. So now I'm trying. It's not me that's going to make the violent thoughts. It's the all-powerful. So if you do me wrong, the all-powerful is going to hurt you. That's it. And then I don't think about it. They can think about that. So I suppose I'm going to have to update teamfairness.com again, because it's based on me creating the thoughts to stop them from doing me wrong. And I think it's more skilled to ask the all-powerful to do the violence on them for doing us wrong. It's karma, like car wrecks, earthquakes, people in their life, for some unexplained reason, turn against them and they're friendless. They don't even know why, because the all-powerful did it, see? So it's okay. I'm not going to think about the teamfairness.com update. I'm not going to think about it. I said something about it, and now it's time to stop thinking about it. There's not a problem unless you think about things as being a problem. So when you realize that the one thing that's all of us, that's everything, and it's not separate parts. People talk about everything is interconnected. Well, that means it's one thing. If it's interconnected, it means it's one thing. And so if it's one thing, then that means our individual selves are not actually real. It's kind of an illusion that our ego creates so we can navigate through the world as an individual. Because we got this perception that we have this individual body that we got to keep alive. This is why. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be able to have an ego that thinks it's separate from everything else, but it's really not. The one thing that's everything is what you are. And it has all power. So everything that happens is that. So you don't have to worry about whatever happens. You can handle it because it's the all-powerful. So then you just ask for help in handling the events that take place to you. It appears like things are happening to us. But it's us happening to us, because the outside is us and the inside is us. And then you can't really call it us or self. It's like the one thing. What should we call it? The truth. The Sikhs call it Nam. It has the name that was always true, and it's true now, and it will always be true. So the Sikh religion is talking about this. This is where I learned it from, and I learned about this several years ago, and then I explored some other non-dual paths like Kashmir Shivism. And it kind of has the idea that like there's the inside you and the outside you. So there's two. But if there's no you, then there's only one. And it's all it is what you are. So anyway, when somebody makes you the victim, they do something to you. Then if you can totally rely on the all-powerful to take care of this problem for you, take care of my light work for me, will you, big guy? All that is, the all-powerful, the one that's everything. Take care of my light work here. Somebody dissed me. Teach them a lesson for me. Thank you, I love you. And then I'm not going to think about it. Because they want you to think about it. They want to get attention. They want you to be afraid. If you totally rely on the all-powerful, you don't have any fear. Because death Death and life is just the all-powerful, doing the life and doing the death both. So you can become very fearless because you're not identified with your own ego. We have an ego that dies. People try to get their ego to die before they die, you know. We have ego death and trying to transcend. So this is like what that is. It's ego death by realizing there ain't one. There really isn't one. It's an illusion. So we don't have one to die. So it's like a realization, a transcendent realization. And I really want to thank the Sikh religion. And whoever gave Guru Nanak that vision, I love those guys. They are cool. They're telling humans the real scoop now that matches up with science. So there are concepts in science that match us perfectly. Non-duality. They give the Nobel Peace Prize to the guys that demonstrated local reality is not real. That's why they gave them the Nobel Peace Prize. And that's just exactly what the Sikhs have been teaching. That's amazing. How did Guru Nanak know? He was given a vision. You can read about it, research it. Find out about his vision, his first vision. I don't even know the links. It's like I'm like a obsessed person in finding the answers. I do not take time to document and create footnotes. I don't want to take any time doing that. I got to go from one thing to the next. One thing I research gives me insight on something to search. And I type it in. And sure enough, it's there. There's talk about it. There's already research done on it. So, forgive me for not giving credit all the time with the things that I'm talking about. But like I said, I don't take time to find out, to document, to know where to go back to. That takes a lot of time and energy, and I don't have the time and energy to do it. So I've been working on the ability to take a book and open it to the right page. And it happens. I'm working on the ability to play a game of solitaire and observe. There is no way that ace was in that deck in the hand cards because I went through it. Unless they blocked my vision. Things like that are going on in my daily life. So when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And so the teacher appeared and I started learning about parallel universe, superdeterminism. So that's like God's infallible will. Everything that God wills happens. That's superdeterminism, but there's not necessarily a mind that did it. It's just that reality is created that way from the get-go. It's called a block universe. Do a Google on block universe. And once I started learning from a spirit guide, wow, then they really can give me suggestions on what to look into. And it's coming from non-human intelligence. So when you meditate, listen quietly to phenomena that appears in your mind. And it's like a Kundalini awakening. So research that. It can be dangerous. There's one that lies and one that tells the truth. There's one that wants to destroy you and one that wants to save you from being destroyed. And they're both non-human intelligences. That's just a generality of describing what's going on. There's one that wants to be the boss over you. And it works through the people on the planet like gangs. There's one of those in the gang leader. One of those entities is controlling him because of his wants and his desires. And he's listening to it. And it's telling him to hurt people, and he does. It will do that. The universe gives us what we want. That's what they want. That's what they get. This is the same thing as oligarchy. They have one in them that's trying to hurt people, telling them they're not hurting people with what they're doing. And they are hurting people. And they're denying the one that's telling them, hey, this isn't right. It's like the old cartoon, you got the devil and the angel on the shoulder, but they're in our mind. They're not really on our shoulder. They're in our mind, both of them. It's very normal when people start realizing what's going on inside their mind and what is out there that is in here, you can become very afraid. I've been very scared sitting at the coffee bar, not knowing why. Some other mind was coming in that was scaring me. And you can't block them. They can come right in and scare you. And it was, one time I had a dream that I was really afraid. It was like a ghost coming in, and they told me that it's Jesus. I'm like, why am I afraid of Jesus? Well, today I heard that from my spirit guide, that Jesus became evil. Whoa. Maybe so. Maybe he's supposed to be. See what I mean? It says that he's a stumbling block. One of the Gnostic scriptures says, you're fortunate if you don't need Jesus. I can't remember where it is, one of the Gnostic Gospels. It's better if you don't need him, if you can do it yourself. And of course, like our concept of Satan is like the same thing probably, right? It's probably the exact same thing, wearing a different hat. So those are examples of other minds that have access to our mind. What are they in reality? I think they're aliens. I think they're extraterrestrials. Two different words for the same thing. Non-human intelligences. Thank the all-powerful that they serve, that there are benevolent beings that are very powerful, and they're not even concerned because they know they got it. They know we got them and they got us, and we're safe and sound. With these advanced, they're godlike, and they care about us, so care about them. Ask them what you can do to help them. Thanks for listening.